iPhone. Oh, Russo, you're so cute. You get a little thumbs up because you have
Just
a
a little
stupid
one.
ass iPhone. Like, look at that. Cash, how's the new house?
So far, so good. It's lonely, but I'm managing. I'm managing. I went to the grocery store. I got a funny story to tell you guys, and then we can, start. But I went to the grocery store out here, and I ran into this lady, and she's got a bunch of Trump bracelets on. She gave me one, right here. So I'm like, yeah. I'm like, my name's Cash. She goes, oh, okay. Well, you look familiar. And I'm like, yeah, I was viral in 2020 and, I did the videos and I told her about the videos and she goes, oh, okay. So we get to talking and we're talking about Trump and the state of the country and what we're going to be doing this election. And then my mom's talking to this other lady. Both of these ladies, by the way, are white. So the one lady I'm having a good conversation with, my mom's like, Cash, come over here and meet this lady, which I'd already said hello when I walked by or whatever. And I'm polite, So this lady, I go up to her and my mom's like, yeah, my son's famous and da 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 da. And she goes, oh, really? What are you famous for? I said, oh, well, I do some vidcasts and podcasts and stuff. I do motivational videos. That's what I do. She goes, yeah, and he's also real deep into politics. And she goes, oh, I'm real big into politics too. I said, oh, that's what's up. While the other lady's standing right here, we were in Trump braces, by the way. So she goes, so what do you do? I said, well, what kind of politics are you into? She goes, well, just tell me what you do. I said, well, look, I just got home from, being incarcerated and I was a part of January 6th at the Capitol. And she goes, oh, so you support a racist bigot? And her face just starts getting red, bro. I'm talking about just red. And she's like, yeah. I said, yeah, but I'm about unity. I don't know what you think, but I'm about unity. She goes, yeah, it sounds like unity when you support a racist, a bigot, a bit. And I'm like, yo. I said, well, ma'am, you're entitled to your opinion. I hope you have a good day. And she goes, yeah, you support a racist. And then I'm like, yo, this lady, and her face went from she was kind and nice to just fucking blood red, bro. It was nuts. Me and the other lady looked at each other. She's laughing and I'm laughing. And she goes, it's what you said. We got to have unity. So, we just got to let them people be them people.
So you're telling me that a white lady, a white crazed liberal was telling a black man that he supports a racist?
Yeah. I looked at the lady when I left, right? I looked at the other lady that's the Trump supporter and I said, look at that. The party of tolerance showing intolerance.
Right.
We both started laughing. The lady just looking back with a scowl. She was so pleasant at first. And then when she heard Trump, I swear to God, bro, her face turned red like a fucking lobster. It was insane.
Did you, Cash, did you get that video I sent you? The with that angry black woman that went off on that radio show? I think I sent it on Instagram like last night.
I don't know. I haven't looked at nothing, bro. I've been busy all day. I'm so tired.
She was legit like, I don't know if you know this, but when Donald Trump comes into the office, from day one, he will go downstairs. He will rip up the Constitution. How do I know this? And she literally goes and she's like, how do I know this? Because I fucking understand mental illness. And I'm like, where the fuck does this Trump derangement bullshit come from? Like,
It's
this woman was
right now,
so
bro. It's
certain.
making a strong comeback. It is making a strong comeback.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say liberals, if you're a Democrat and you happen to watch this, I'm not talking about you if you're a normal Democrat, because there is normal Democrats that are actually supporting Trump. I met one last night on TikTok. I'm going to have him on for a podcast. But he's got the Democrats for Trump signs and all of that. He's got Trump pictures all over and everything. So, but he's a Democrat. But if you look at the wacky liberals, like the fucking deranged, crazy ones, it's making a full force comeback, bro. Full force. Shit's insane. I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun year.
It's going to be a fun year where we destroy each other. I saw something in the comments about the fact that, we made it past the apocalypse, which we'll be talking about today. That'll be one of our topics. We're keeping today pretty short. We might do a full show tomorrow because that's when we're going to do. That's when we'll be doing our weekly call for the Freedom Box after that. So I think we're just going to move it. Cash had a busy day. I'm still coming from the airport. With that said, though, we're going to go ahead and, get the show started. What are the two topics we're talking about, Casey?
So we're going to cover Boeing and your fear of flying all of a sudden. And then we'll also talk about how we somehow, all three of us, made it through the rapture of yesterday.
Yeah, we did. We made it through. I'm mad that I didn't get to see it.
Yes, Russo is late again. We're gonna blame it on him again.
No.
Yes.
No.
Wait. Time out. Michael Connor said that I said that I was not inside the Capitol. That is a damn lie, bro. I said that I was inside the Capitol. I never said that I was not inside the Capitol.
Who?
I specifically shared a photo inside the Capitol on that day. So come on.
You know what he might be thinking about is the fact that for a while, based on legal advice, we stopped talking about it. We never said you weren't in. We just never brought it up. But that was in a matter of like, it was the month that you were going away. We were like, what are we supposed to do? So we never lied. We never lied. We sometimes stopped. We just stopped talking about it.
Just look at the profile photo. That tells you everything. It's all good.
Is there a cat in that picture? What is it?
Hiding. But there was no lies. Like, honestly, like, we had very open discussions about it all the way up to the day that you turned yourself in. Like, it doesn't matter. And I'm pretty sure they're still up on your YouTube. Go back and look at them.
I never said that I did not go in the Capitol.
Yeah. I remember him
went
saying
inside the Capitol.
I will
talked
tell you
about it the day after and the day of. I talked about it. I shared videos. Come on, man. Don't do me like that, brother.
I will tell you right now, Michael, you're like, go back and look at the history of the brain and memory. A lot of people think they believe in something that they don't. The Mandela effect is real and all of those things. So I challenge you, go back and find the clip and then bring it to us. There you go.
Yeah, I definitely went inside the Capitol, Michael. I never said that I did not.
We'll wait for it, Michael. We'll see if you go through the videos.
I shared a video. I shared a picture, my bro. That's the thing right there. I shared a picture right when I was inside the Capitol of me with the statue like this, bro.
And it's in your docket for your court
case. I didn't go in the Capitol.
It's in the court case.
And I think one of the videos, the specific quote was, "I went up in that motherfucker." I think that was actually one of the exact lines.
Yes.
Actually, you even interviewed with some random person on the street, which was also in the court case, and you said, "Yeah, I went in."
Yes.
Who was that?
Maybe you got me confused with some other black conservative.
Do you remember? Cash,
but
do you remember who that was?
Michael, I appreciate you still being here, bro.
Cool. Let's jump into Boeing. Russo, tell me about your recent new fear of flying and why you're driving so far instead of actually just flying on a plane.
No, I just landed on a plane. I'm not afraid of flying. This is the first time I've been nervous whenever I see Boeing on there, but I think there's a lot more to it. This is a conversation I had with a set of my friends. We're seeing so much of it that it's getting a little like, what the hell is going on, to the point where let's think about how you control people. You control people with fear. And as much as I want to think, Boeing and DEI and building, something's going wrong. Fact is, these planes have been around forever. Why is it all happening at once? Why is it happening in election season? If you start to pick at all of the different ways that we live our lives, what do? You create fear now in flying. I think it's very suspicious that all of this is happening at once. And I start to question, is this a fear tactic in my brain? And by the way, on my flight today, we are about to land. We are 100 feet from the ground on my going into Albuquerque in my layover. And there was apparently a fighter jet that crossed us and we had to go back up. That's another new one for me. I was like, that's fun. We're like right about to land. We're starting to dip our butt and we end up having to accelerate and go back up in the air. I'm like, that scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Anyways, so do you think it's bullshit? Do you think it's bullshit? Do you think that this is legit? All of these issues happening to Boeing. We got the Southwest Airlines plane, the engine thing flying off 2 days ago. All this stuff. Do you really think that this is just because of poor craftsmanship, or do you think that this is part of a control tactic?
I think it's poor craftsmanship, and I'm gonna tell you why. All right. So it's funny that you're even bringing this up, because I had a thought when I was driving out here this morning. I barely slept. I couldn't sleep. I was excited about waking up, so I couldn't sleep. So I've been in my mind, right? So when I was driving over here this morning, I had this thought thinking about all these Eclipse videos, and I was watching this dude that shares a whole bunch of conspiracy stuff, and it just dawned on me in my brain this thought that said, you know, what if everything that we're told is literally BS just to condition us to think, you know, a certain type of way that is negative and fearful? You know, what if life is just life and it's not that deep? What if things aren't that deep? We know what's blatant, what's right in front of us, you know, with corruption and corrupt people, corrupt politicians, corrupt cops, corrupt, you know, people in the community. And we know all of these things. But the deep dive of saying they're crafting these planes to go down because of an election season, because they want people to die, because they no. And then even the conspiracy theories that I like to get into, no, it's just not. It's not the actual reality. The actual reality is I woke up this morning and I packed up a car and I drove to my new house, and my kids are going to, you know, they're going to be fun. It's going to be fun to have them around here. I got bills to pay. That's reality. Life is good. The sun's shining. It's nice outside. I get to make some food. Like, that's reality. All the other stuff, it's not, you know, planes crash, not a lot, but they do. Things happen. Vehicles break down, you know, and that stuff was made a long time ago. They try to upkeep them, but, you know, everything eventually deteriorates and falls apart, and you got problems with it. So do I think that there's a conspiracy behind it? I don't, because if you look at how long they've been around, and it's about that time that all of them, if they were created around the same time period, are going to eventually have the same amount of problems, just like a recall on cars, you know? Right.
Yeah, when it comes to this whole thing, if you want to try to make this into a conspiracy theory, which we know there's plenty of those people out there. We went through the whole disaster yesterday over all of this stuff. This Boeing 737 800, I believe, is what it was yesterday, but I just looked up this flight and it's a 700, which tells me it's even older of a plane, and it's a maintenance issue. Like, it is not a manufacturing issue from Boeing. It's a maintenance issue. And that's what they were saying about the a few other issues that have happened is it's maintenance problems. Now, where the plug fell out, that is because it torque specs. They didn't tighten down the bolts to the torque specs like you would do on a vehicle when it's going through the manufacturing. It happens. That's where recalls come in. The 737-9 MAX is a brand new plane. Alaska Airlines bought a bunch of them. Not very many other airlines run them. So to try to make this into a conspiracy theory is ridiculous. It's not. It is a problem in the airline industry. It is a problem with our roads. And if you want to start correlating all of the issues that we're looking at, it is all overseen by the federal government. They all have oversight in this. And they are not doing their job. If you want to put blame anywhere, it's the federal government that's not doing their job.
Once again.
Yeah, but you guys are kind of proving my point. And first off, I'm not saying that it is a conspiracy theory. I'm saying it's suspicious. It's something to think about, because you're talking about maintenance issues. You're talking about craftsmanship, manufacturing, a wide range. It's been all different eras of planes. They're not made at the same time, so Cash's statement isn't really valid. And then because they're made from all different periods. And then, Casey, you're bringing up the fact that manufacturing issues like bolts not being tied on, that can be something that's manipulated. I'm not saying that it's a conspiracy, and I'm not saying that it's targeted. Also, of these issues, they've been minor maintenance issues that creates fear. Like, no plane has come down. They've been able to make safe emergency landings, all of these different things. Like, nothing has been big enough where people have died, but it is enough to creep into people's brains. It's enough to ruin Boeing stock. I mean, to really drastically decrease Boeing stock price. They've lost hundreds of millions of valuation in the last 3 or 4 months. So when you really look at it, I think it's a little bit suspicious when it's all of these things together, when all of a sudden this has not been an issue until just now. I'm not saying that this is some massive conspiracy. I'm saying this is worth thinking about before thinking that it's just, there's been 2 incidences in the last 8 years, and now we've had 22 of them in the last 3 months.
No, I think you're seeing the cycle of life of machines. Cycle of life. The 737.
You just mentioned a brand new one that had bolt issues.
That is a manufacturing process. That's what I was addressing you saying, is this a manufacturing issue or is this something else? I gave the scenarios of maintenance issues, and then you have a manufacturing issue. That's where the manufacturing issue would go through a recall process, something like that. But when we actually have this situation with Boeing, and this is where I do actually blame on, and this is coming back to this, is it the government not doing their job or is Boeing not doing their job? Boeing, this is where ignorance comes in. Boeing is the manufacturer of the plane, not the people that are maintaining the plane as it is in use. They are not inspecting the plane as it is in use. They make it once, get it done, sell it off. That is what Boeing does.
It's just like if you buy a car, you got to maintain your car. You don't expect Ford to maintain your car for you. You got,
unless you bought a contract with them, or
contract
right?
with them that they're your insurance.
The FAA has a responsibility of inspecting X amount of planes per airline, and that is happening. But how in the hell do you not catch the shielding off of a turbine engine falling off when it was taking off from an airport in Denver? That was the most recent event. How do you not catch that from an inspection standpoint?
Well, maybe they weren't meant to. Maybe that one has a little conspiracy behind it. Maybe there was somebody important on that plane that they wanted to say Hillary to.
So what are we're going to bring up the 1912 Titanic? Is that what we're going to say?
Hey, was it the Titanic? You know, I love my conspiracy theories, but this one,
I'm there with you. The part that I also don't understand, why don't we have problems with Airbuses? Like,
why don't we have flying cars yet? Like the Jetsons.
Why don't we have flying cars? Elon Musk, create a flying car, please.
China did it.
But overall, this entire situation, I don't like it. I am not comfortable flying right now. I already don't like flying in the first place, but in this situation, it's definitely pointing out that we're not taking care of the airplanes that are in service, and we're not doing our part. Now, Russo, in your statement about we don't have planes crashing, we don't have planes crashing in the States. The planes that have crashed
all over the world.
Yeah, the planes that have crashed have been non-maintained and done in other countries around the world. So it's a ticking time bomb. It's just waiting to happen. And I hate it. Airlines need to do
I think
better.
both of our beliefs can actually coexist. Like, it is a prolonged process.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just highlighting my stance is all. I agree with you.
Yeah. I see it as the fact that I'm not saying that planes are being sabotaged, but like you said, the federal government's in charge of something that is clearly no longer getting their work done, getting their job done. You've got the Boeing whistleblower, you've got all these different things happening all at once that is, I'm sure, and that's why I thought of it. It's somebody like me that has zero fear of flying, all of a sudden, like, thinking twice about flying a little bit. I think that there should be like the
fear.
What's that?
You're buying into the fear.
Well, exactly. But that's what made me think about this. Is like, if I'm buying into the fear, everybody's buying into the fear because I'm not afraid of it at all. So
right.
Is there a bigger issue, a bigger plan? And again, it's an election year. This just started in February, like all these issues, like where these issues are being publicized. And somebody even said in the comments about maybe we're just publicizing it more. Is this something that we're over? Is there all these different things going on at once to start pushing this a little bit and pushing the fear tactic? That's all I'm saying. Is it a master plan that also includes a little bit of happenstance? That's kind of where I'm.
And here you are cutting out. Let me call this out real quick. CT, thank you for the $2. And yeah, I love America. So does everybody else on this panel. And yeah, I was in CT's comment section last night. We need to bring him on next week. So I'll text you, CT. But when it comes down to this whole thing, I just don't. I am a little bit of a control freak, but when it comes to airlines, I do expect to have things taken care of. I don't like touching my car. I work on my own car for this very reason. I don't want my car to break down and have issues. If I do, I want it to be on me and no one else. And when it comes to these airline situations, I don't like it. I don't. And it's kind of set up. We need
I'm
to
getting
get
there.
more.
I'm getting there. I need to take a shower. I've been moving all day.
You're sleeping on hardwood floors, right?
No, I actually have a blow-up mattress that was sent to me by it's on it. Man.
Okay. Russo, we got a lot of background noise from you. Can you mute real quick?
Yeah, Russo, stop being unprofessional.
Fine, I will mute you. Done.
There you go.
It won't mute. Really? It won't mute. Ash, can you do it?
Nope, won't mute.
You got to mute it, Russo. Oh, there we go.
That's
there
better.
we go. There we go.
That's
Finally.
better.
Jeez. Yeah. It's always nice when we can mute Russo, isn't it?
Cash just said you have a blow up, man. Oh, that's funny. Yeah. Why you guys on me today? What's going on? Is it just like one of them days just everybody wants to get at me? What did I do?
100%.
It's all right.
We're coming.
I'll accept it.
Jamie says she would not trust a flying Tesla. Would you trust a flying Tesla?
I don't.
Yep.
I don't trust anything.
I would. I would.
I don't trust anything that flies, really.
Hey, but you fly. You've been on multiple.
I love flying, but I still don't trust it. I'm just a risk taker. That's all.
Oh, risk taker. Is it? That's how you're gonna put a manly spin on it? Is that what you're doing?
Hey, it's the truth. I'm gonna jump out of a plane sometime this year, God willing.
Make sure your parachute is not made by Boeing or anybody that's touched by the government. Sure. So let's jump into the next topic. The next topic we had for yesterday. Cash, what are your thoughts about yesterday? Did you read a bunch of conspiracy theories about yesterday?
Oh man, did I? Listen, I thought that I was gonna get superpowers at first, and then I watched the TikTok video, and then I was like, okay, wait a minute. I think white people might actually get the superpowers, and then black people are gonna lose powers because anybody that's got pigment in their skin, because of this TikTok video that I watched, anybody that's got pigment in their skin is going to lose power because they get their power from the sun. So when the sun gets blacked out by the moon, it's going to superpower the white people, and it's going to be a genocide on all black people in America.
A genocide on all? What day is that going to take place? Was that on?
It was
April 8th?
yesterday. It was. I escaped. I ran away from my mother and my brother. They were coming at me, and I ran.
Is that why we only have white people on the panel with you? Is that it? But we had CT in the comments. Like that, we can't say that.
Oh my God!
CT in the comments. So Russo, what were your thoughts about yesterday? Did you survive? We looking at a clone from another planet?
No, I survived, man. This is the shit that makes us all look incredibly stupid. Can you hear
Incredibly
me?
stupid.
Yeah. You just cut out, but you're good. He said it looks incredibly stupid, and I 100% agree.
By the way, I was trolling so hard on the eclipse because I already knew it was just another eclipse. You know, I love the stars and stuff, so I know about all the eclipses that happen, and nothing ever happens during an eclipse. It just looks cool. But it was really fun to see all the TikTok prophets. Oh my God. Oh man. I told my kid's mother, I said, oh, be careful. She's in Texas. I said, be careful. There's gonna be an earthquake. Did you hear? If you're in the path of total totality, you're gonna be hit up with an earthquake and hurricanes and everything else is bad that God can do to tell you he hates you.
Seems like you're back, Russo. What are your
I should be getting Wi-Fi in a second, so hold on.
All right, holding. So for the eclipse, Jamie and I all the time go back and forth about these things. Like we have so much fun making fun of these scenarios. And I was being nice on this one. I didn't go as hard as I did like with October 4th and all of the other ones because I'm getting sick of giving these people attention. But overall, everything yesterday, complete joke. Other than people go touch grass, enjoy your time, spend some time with some family, and get outside and get some vitamin D. It's good for you. That is what you needed. But overall, that everybody yesterday and all the conspiracies were just ridiculous.
It was fun. You can't say it wasn't fun. I made some funny ass videos and funny content yesterday with that Eclipse. It turned my funny up to the max.
All I know is these people are not like, this is the epitome of why we look stupid. Like, that's what I was trying to say in the car. Is these people? I mean, there's a lot of these influencers that have their following that are all on this conservative side, that they'll post like really good stuff on occasion, but they don't pay attention to making sure that they're posting good stuff. So the conspiracy theories were absolutely through the roof for this eclipse. And I was like, this is absolutely insane. These people are talking about the most, and then like people are bringing up videos where like a newscaster accidentally said there's an earthquake coming and all this stuff. I'm like, you are discrediting all of your other arguments. Like if you say one thing that actually is valid, like, hey, the birds stop making noise. That's a valid statement. But if you make a stupid statement that's after that, and then you stick to that, guess what? The other one makes you sound stupid too. That's the same thing with all of our arguments.
Hey, wait a minute now. I mean, I watched a really interesting video on TikTok, right? And
of course you did.
All right, so look, CERN powered up during the eclipse.
No,
there was also an ellipse during the eclipse. And during the eclipse, they powered up CERN. Shiva is the statue that's in front of CERN. You know where CERN's at? Geneva. You know what that means? That's where the devil fell. And did you know what else? The earth is rotating on 66.6, and the statue of, or the Washington Monument is 66.6 feet tall. And Washington, D.C. is a pentagram, which means that when it happens, that the devil's going to come loose out of Geneva because that's where he lives at. And there was also a face that was sitting up in the clouds when the eclipse happened, and it was looking down on everybody, and it looked like the devil, and he was huge. He was probably bigger than the earth because his face was way bigger than the moon. And Avatar, the movie Avatar, is actually Lucifer, and because it's painting that a man made, and when he made it, he turned off all the lights, and he asked the devil, because he's a Satanist, to help him to make this picture, and he felt somebody holding his hand while he was painting the picture, and it turned out to look just like the Avatar from the movie Avatar, and it was great.
Did you guys?
Are you still going?
It was great.
Did you guys see what's her face Sunny from The View said about the eclipse and the cicadas?
Well, she first off, it wasn't the cicadas. She called it cicadas.
Cicadas.
God, she's dumb.
Hey, did you see? Wait, before you say it, did you see where I did the View reaction?
No.
Oh, you guys didn't see it? Can we pull it up, please? So
where did you put it?
It's on my my Facebook Reels.
Okay.
And it's about The Rock.
Reels?
It was the reaction to The Rock. But watch what I say to Sonny.
Oh, jeez. Let me go try to find it real quick. Hang on.
Great. It's fucking great.
While Casey's pulling that up, Cash, why don't you talk about the stuff at the Awake Not Woke store?
Yes. So you see this shirt? You see this hat? Do you know where you can get it? At awakenotwokestore.com. If you go there and enter truth at checkout, you'll receive 20% off of all items except for things with my face on it. It's a great way to support us and the channel because you know YouTube takes a lot of money, a whole lot of money. So instead of just giving the money to YouTube where they take half and give it to the CCP, I don't know if that's true. I said that for entertainment purpose only. Please don't delete us off of YouTube. But if you want to really support, just go there and you can get the merch. And it's really nice. It's really good material. It makes you look strong. You know what I'm saying? And then the hat, yeah. I get compliments on this when I go out. I'm like, hey, where'd you get that hat? And I tell them about awakenotwokestore.com. And, you know, yeah. So if you guys want to go there and get that, I would appreciate it. It's a big help, and I could use the help right now because a brother's going broke moving into a new house. So help a brother out while getting yourself something.
Facts. Okay, I'm going to share the screen because I don't see which one is standing out right away on the
It's
one
the
you want
one
to
with the
share.
rock. It is. Where is it? Okay.
I don't see
Okay,
it.
go. It's on YouTube. It's on YouTube.
Okay.
Go to YouTube.
I'll go
Sorry.
pull it.
That's why
It's a
we can't
YouTube
have
short.
nice things, Cash.
Sorry.
He
Body
doesn't know where
marking.
any of his content is.
Well, that's what happens when you're Cash and you have all of these sources of content that you got to put out.
Yeah. It's on Instagram
Just
too.
don't say the words putting out to Cash. So for everybody out there today, we are going to since today's we're gonna just play a couple things and we'll probably wrap it up for the day because we didn't have too many topics. We're all moving around. We'll probably do a little bit of a longer show, or we'll do a regular potential show tomorrow. But either way, we'll do our Freedom Box meeting tomorrow night. If anybody wants to join on that as well, we'll talk about that right after Casey finds Cash's mysteriously hidden video.
It's the one with the rock.
It's really hidden. Is it a video or is it a short?
It's a video. Says, did you see there it is. The rock says right there. The first one. The rock says.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay.
You're gonna like this.
Okay. You guys can hear it. Give me a
Make the
thumbs
screen
up.
full. Make the screen full.
No. Stop
There you
telling
go.
me what to do. Damn.
If you smell what the rock is cooking.
Am I happy with the state of America right now? Well, that answer is no.
Did you see the meltdown on the view over the rock?
So, a couple of questions.
First of all, should I pay any attention to who gives an interview on Fox where they lie every day?
Really, Joy? Do you know how mad you make me? Oh, do you know how mad y'all make me on the view? You're going to say you can't trust Fox News. Can you trust the word straight from the Brahma Bull himself?
The endorsement that I made years ago with Biden was one I thought was the best decision for me at that time. Am I going to do that again this year? That answer is no.
Two, should celebrities publicly endorse public figures?
Hypocrisy. You don't remember when you were so happy that he endorsed Biden? Really? This is why the meltdown now, right?
Well, I mean, celebrities are U.S. citizens, are American citizens. But you don't lose your rights as a citizen because you are a celebrity. I think everybody's entitled to do whatever the hell they want.
You know, he's been quite political. I agree with you. And he's been very engaged and very involved. I do think we're living in a time where we have someone running for president that is an existential threat to democracy.
Son, shut your pretty ass up talking about an existential threat to democracy. You must not know what democracy is if you think Trump is an existential threat to it.
He is a threat to
someone
democracy.
who has 88 criminal charges, 4 indictments.
Trump's got charges. He could be a felon.
Someone that has vowed to be a dictator on the very first day he takes office.
This is the propaganda that I be talking about from the view. Now Trump's a dictator. I hate listening to you all talk. I mean, what the hell y'all want the man to do? You want him to lie? You want him to lie? He sees the way that the country is. I think it's pretty smart that he just doesn't pick a candidate because he really probably doesn't want to support a conservative, even though he is a capitalist. But he can't get behind Joe Biden because he sees the way the economy is. He sees the way that the border is. He sees the way that life is here in America underneath this administration.
Facts.
You know where the panic's coming in at? All of his supporters, all of his fans went and rushed to the ballot box in favor of Biden. But now that he's saying he's not endorsing, or now he's making them think, and that is a problem. It's not like The Rock came out and just said, oh, go and vote for Trump. He just said, I'm not going to endorse Biden. That is enough for me. Damn, can we go back to the biblical times where women weren't allowed to talk?
Sit down at that announcer's booth. You take off your mask and not say a word. And I quote, you know your damn role and shut your damn mouth.
I'm joking. What you think?
That
What
was
you
pretty
think?
good. That was really
Am I getting
good.
better or what?
Yeah.
I think that was fantastic. The thing that I do stand by, Donald Trump is a threat to democracy. Why is that?
You say what?
Donald Trump is a threat to democracy.
Yeah, he's a threat to give democracy back.
No.
They're trying to take it.
He is a threat to democracy because we are not a democracy. We are a constitutional republic.
We're a democratic republic, sir.
Constitutional republic, sir. Go and look it up. It's in the
Democratic
Constitution.
republic, sir.
No.
Yes.
Democratic Republic was
Our
actually
father said that they wanted to create a democratic republic, bro.
that is a party. That is not what we are. We are a constitutional republic.
Okay.
We are a constitutional republic, and I will stand by that. See?
Casey's correct.
See?
It's a democratic republic too because you vote based off the Constitution.
No,
We
it's a
elect-
constitution. It's a constitutional republic that runs with a heavy assist from democracy. It
So we're
uses
all
democracy to function as a constitutional republic instead of operating as a democracy.
We elect our representatives, but it is not in the numbers of percentage of 51% or greater. We actually elect based upon delegates when it comes to a federal level. Now, when it comes to local elections, yes, it is no longer applying to delegates is making the decisions. That is what makes us a constitutional republic versus a democratic republic.
Fine, whatever. You win. I'll eat crow with my man Michael. All right.
But
Maybe we are just a constitutional republic.
Hey, Cash. Hey, Cash. You ain't black if you think that this is a constitutional democratic republic situation.
That
Let's
video
go
was
over
really
this
good
real
too.
quick. I know we already went through a little bit of the view, but this was hilarious on how she tried to spin this to try to say that when we are looking at this, actually, Cash, you want to highlight that real quick and touch on that?
Which one?
The one that is just clicked on.
I didn't mean to click on it. Sorry.
Oh, I thought Cash did, but Michael, that's cool, man. I appreciate you going in and catching up on that.
All day, my
one of the
brother.
things we just want to make sure that it is clear that that was not the case. But when it comes down to,
there we go. I like that better. We are a constitutional republic with a democratic process. I'm going to keep that and I'm going to use that.
Kind of, but yes, there's nothing wrong with that.
We've got a solar eclipse.
Listen to this.
We've got the
Ran down the
earthquake.
hallway.
Ran down the hallway.
The
And then
rapture is here.
Rapture's here. And then also I learned that the cicadas are coming.
Cicadas.
Cicadas
Although I love
for the
the-
first time in
Cicada,
like
cicada.
No.
100
When
years.
dumb corrects dumber.
No.
Well, this is what I read.
There's two different kinds of
Yes,
cicadas.
two different times are coming.
The good cicadas
But-
and the bad
But
cicadas.
for the first time in many years.
No,
And so-
every 17 years this happens.
Well, that's not what I read. But
So,
maybe,
do you want to pause
know.
it? Pause it real quick. Pause.
One
So,
comes up every 13 years and one comes up
No,
every 13 years.
So what this is this is like a 17-year cicada and a 13-year cicada. The odds of them coming together like this. So Sonny's actually right, correcting Whoopi. It's actually like hundreds of years. It doesn't happen very often where this many are having their breeding year overlap, whatever it is. So there's a little bit of it's just fucking cicada.
No, it's not
No,
just.
but this one can give
This
you
is
parasites.
significant. This is bad.
I mean, it's going to be loud, but I mean, it's got nothing to do with what they're going to talk about, which is climate change in a second.
Correct.
And if you're going to pronounce it correctly. And what the hell are they talking about? Good and bad cicada? Is this is this going to be like East Side, West Side, where they're snapping and going?
I'm going to say it again. Sonny, shut your pretty ass up.
This was so hilarious when I came across this earlier today. I was
Whippy, shut your ugly ass up.
like, they couldn't agree on anything. Let's finish this for the last 20 seconds.
You know better. But
in
I
a
will
way.
say all those things together would maybe lead one to believe that either climate change exists
That's more the
or
point.
something.
Climate change fits, and she's talked about earthquakes, and she is talking about an eclipse. Does climate change affect either of those two things?
Well, and she got corrected by her own people.
Check this out. Climate change does, in fact, exist. You know how I know? Because the day before yesterday, it was like 40-something degrees. And today, it's 70. The climate changed. You know why?
Yeah.
Because fucking spring is coming.
Climate change exists because I have 4 seasons outside of my house all year long. It changes 4 times. Sometimes it's not
Well,
as
maybe
bad
we
as
should get on the calendar because that's the problem that we're having right now. The goddamn calendar. That's the problem. If they fix the damn calendar, maybe our seasons would stay accurate.
Maybe.
It was correct in Arizona. I just came back from there. They don't do the daylight savings time. So
Yeah, I
I
learned
mean,
that when I was in prison there.
I learned that.
I guess I get the
by missing
luxury
a
because
call.
I'm right next to Arizona, and we all know Arizona doesn't celebrate daylight savings. But you guys
Celebrate.
Doesn't make any sense.
They don't.
Celebrate.
They actually do. They all take pride that they don't participate in it.
Yeah.
As they
I'm
should.
dead serious.
As they should.
Like we really should, but we have to have Congress's
they're
approval
racist.
for some ungodly reason.
But yeah, so I guess it was Joy Behar that then went off on Sunny about the cicadas about the earthquake being caused by climate change. And Joy's like, it's under the ground. Like that's not climate change. Like that I can't. Even Joy Behar was like, I can't.
That is one person that I cannot fucking stand.
No,
I
at all.
dislike
Joy.
that woman so much, bro. I don't think that there's another woman on this planet that I dislike more than Joy
Hillary
Behar.
Clinton.
Worse, I don't like her worse than I don't like Hillary Clinton.
So let's rank the View hosts in order of a worst to worser. So let's go with who do you think is the worst? Joy. You think I'm going to agree with you. Do you think next is Sunny or do you think it's Whoopi?
Whoopi.
I'm going Sunny number 2.
No, she's pretty.
That makes it even worse.
No, I can at least look at her. I can mute it and look at her. I can't even look at Whoopi.
Whoopi be my number 3.
Whoopi looks whooped.
Go ahead and put in the comments. Who you think rank your worst 3, because they're all the other 2 are also, even when they have the semi-conservative. I don't think, do they even have a semi-conservative anymore?
Yeah, the girl on the right.
No, they pretend.
Our girl on the
pretends.
right over there is supposed to be more conservative.
She's pretty than a motherfucker too, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Okay, so everybody has their 3. So, and I don't think the blonde one. I don't even hear her talk. And granted, they don't show her clips, so she's probably just there for wallpaper. So, everybody rate your worst 3. Rate from number 1 to worst, 3 to last. Put
Joy, Whoopi, Sunny.
Yeah, I find it sad that you guys even know their names. I don't.
Hey, really? That's how you feel, Jamie?
Right? There you go. AOC and Sunny. Yeah.
Yeah, you say what you want. AOC, throw that thing back.
Jesus. The girl on the right, if you guys didn't know, Tatum calls her a waste of face because he thinks she's cute too, but absolutely hates the way she talks and how she actually puts out her opinion. It's awful. But this whole panel is a joke. Like, no one should be listening to this panel at all. They are not speaking with any type of intelligence.
I only listen to them for content, just to create content, talking shit about them, because I hate that show.
They're the best content. It's the best content.
Bro, they watched that when I was locked up, and it pissed me off so bad because I used to listen, and I'm like, they are straight lying. They're lying, and people just don't understand that they're lying because they don't know nothing. They've been locked up for fucking 40 years, so they just trust what they all say. And I'm like, yo, you need to get out of prison, brother. Like, I can't. I got life. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, why watch this show? It's horrible.
And you know that they can't have intelligent conservatives. They have to put people that can't handle, like, they can't hold their own, and also they have to be the Trump derangement, Liberty Project type conservatives that are wishy-washy at best, and then also not intellectually savvy enough to ever push back on their horrifically ultra left beliefs.
Yeah. There was someone that went on there recently that I was quite surprised that was a guest on the.
They had Vivek on the show, didn't they?
He destroyed.
They would all leave crying. There's no way.
I thought he was on. I think they had RFK. I think they've had Vivek
on there.
They had RFK on.
Cash,
I don't know about
watch
Vivek.
The Vivek one. We watched Vivek on there.
They have Vivek on there, and he destroyed their ass.
Really?
With a smile on his face, and they just were so cruel to him, and he just kind of laughed it off. He just kept going. Yeah, I remember that.
I gotta go find this because I don't give them the time of day. I just love coming across their highlights.
Is this who you're talking about, Casey?
He was on there too.
I remember that name, but there was somebody else a little bit more of a conservative than I thought would show up there.
God, I just don't like Joy. I don't like her at all.
She's awful.
I really don't like her, bro. Oh, that was the other thing. When I was in the grocery store, that lady, this is what she said. She goes, when I said Trump and her face got red, she goes, well, my last name is Feinstein, so I don't really care too much for it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, you mean the person that actually turned over all of her rights over to her daughter because she couldn't represent herself or take care of herself but she
think
could
was
still
trying to tell me
represent
that
the
she was
people that
Jewish.
elected her. Like,
I
okay,
think she was trying to tell
Yeah.
me she was Jewish. I'm like, oh, so you don't like Jared Kushner? I'm just kidding.
Really quick, Cash, go ahead and do the because tonight we're not doing the Freedom Box, so
yeah.
go ahead and if you can throw that one up there, go ahead and talk about that real quick. I'll put the banner.
Oh, what up? What are you talking about?
I'll put the go ahead and talk about where to go for the. We have a group.
FreedomBoxInfo.com.
Yeah.
Go to freedomboxinfo.com if you want to support all American business, all American products, non-toxic, safer for the environment, and just all around better for you. You could save money, you can earn money, and you can switch everything over to your house that is toxic and comes from China or somewhere else in the world that's not made here in America and doesn't help any kind of Americans. In fact, it harms you using all of those products. So if you're interested in checking out the products that we deal with, the products that we support, made right here in America by Americans, employing Americans, shipped by Americans straight to you, you're putting somebody else to work. You're helping us. We're helping you. It's a great system. So if you're interested and you want to learn more about that, then join us. Fill out the job form, freedomboxinfo.com, and then join us on a Zoom tomorrow.
Yep, and once you put your info in, we will send. I'll keep that up. We'll go ahead and send you some info just to join us tomorrow night to make it easier. So we'll give you the quick rundown. What's that?
Hang on, we got it, Lindsay.
For that.
Yeah, Lindsay, we'll fix that.
Yeah.
I have the full list. We'll reach out and we'll get that addressed. So you'll hear from one of us either tonight or tomorrow.
And we'll make sure, and we'll do a one with you guys, and we get to hang out again like we like to do on those Zoom calls. So if you're interested, just fill that out and we'll get it all to you guys before tomorrow. So cool. What else we got on the show? I think that's pretty much it for tonight.
Those were the main things we put together. So we're good.
You know the great thing about being in my own house? After I get off here with you guys, I'm going to go take a shower. And I'm going to walk out that shower butt ass naked and get dressed in my own room. Yeah, I'm going to walk up the stairs just naked, just full breeze, you know, because I can do that because I'm not living with anybody but myself. You know?
For how long?
Until I'm not.
We're trying to figure out how to get him up there, right?
Oh, jeez.
Okay.
Not saying anything yet.
Got it.
Waiting because there's a lot of people on here that want to hate me for stuff.
What time tomorrow? We'll have to make a post tomorrow because we don't have that planned just yet for a time, right?
Right. Correct. We don't.
There's not another way to do the tour. The only way to do the tour is, you can go and look on the website, which we can give you that. But if you do that, you're going to end up paying full price for the membership. See, right now, if you sign up through us, you get the whole membership for the entire year for $1. And then if you don't do it through us, then you're paying $20 a month. So it just makes more sense to get a referral from us and then you shop for $1.
If we reach out, if we know who that is, I can send you something and then you just join. So we could figure something out, Miss Silk. But we could take care of it. Just make sure we know who you are. If you can say your name in there. If you filled out a job form, say your name and we'll go ahead and make sure that we get it.
Yeah. Cool. You guys want to call it?
Let's call it.
Cash, you want to kick it off?
Sure. Unite. Don't fight. Be a street light. Because only you could be the change that you wish to see in the world. And when you get too stressed out, you got to remember to pray, America. Because without God, everything falls apart. Yeah, brother.
You guys are just weird and weird and weird. And where did the graphic go? There it is.
Oh my God. You ruined it.
I got it.
Jeez.
Hey. Oh, you made it so awkward. You made it so awkward. That's our thing. When he goes low, I go low. When he goes high, I kick him in the nuts.
I'm going to blame Russo. If we didn't have all of this stuff back here, it would be a little bit cleaner. So that's what I'm going to do.
You know,